right, do you see it moving there? You see it moving
Yeah.
there? Let's see it. See it moving? Let's go get closer. If I go closer, you can see it inching along. Let's see. There, see it? Wow. Phenomenal. Glad I was able to show you this.
Yeah.
Since you worked all day.
Yeah.
So let's hear it for the pipeline.
Woohoo!
Yeah, great. Lobo, doing a follow-up to Detroit Spring Break, Victoria, British Columbia. If you saw that episode last Friday, you saw the pipeline that was spread along Niagara in my neighborhood. Well, it started way down there behind me. As you can see, there no longer is a pipeline here. As I turn around and look down the street, I can just barely see the end right down there. So I made a mistake of having a dental appointment this morning, so I missed the initial part, but I'm going to go down there and check out what's happening. This is amazing. Amazing indeed, because from the very spot that I'm standing at in the previous clip, the view looked like this only a couple of days ago. The pipeline winding its way through James Bay towards the port. I'm back at the project of all projects here in Victoria, and I'm terribly impressed, but I'm speaking with Melanie.
Hello.
And Melanie, are you impressed with this thing?
Extremely impressed, yes.
What is it about this thing that impresses you?
Well, it's the fact of how much work and effort these guys put in day after day to finally have some proper plumbing for our city is quite incredible.
Yeah, I've been gone for months, and how long has this been going on?
Whew, just about 6 weeks, I think. Yeah,
6 weeks.
Month and a half about.
And you say you live here?
Yeah, I live just on Dallas Road.
And your street's been blocked?
It has been blocked, yes, for a long time, but I've made do and got a little bit of extra exercise in the morning. So
exactly. And what are we getting out of this?
When?
What are we getting out of this?
What are we getting out of this? Well, proper plumbing system finally.
You mean Victoria is no longer going to flush its sewer straight into the Strait of Juan de Fuca?
No, it is not.
Let's cheer about that.
Yeah, woohoo!
Hey, nice talking to you.
You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So I'm finally getting to the point where I'm catching up with the pipeline. There it is. Information tent. Stairs that allowed people to go over the pipeline.
Sorry?
So these are these giant tubes which supposedly are filling water into the pipeline to make it move along. If you look closely, see it turning there? That is the speed at which the pipeline must be moving. Tube of water here, is that part of the process, or?
Yeah, it's just a ballast line. So as they pull it into the hole, they fill it with water just to help it sink.
To help it sink, yeah.
Or else it'd be kind of like pulling a balloon underwater. It'd want to float, right?
Gotcha, yeah. And you expect to be done in 3 days, I hear?
If everything goes well like this, we should be done a lot sooner, yeah.
Fantastic.
So yeah, it's been going really well.
Yeah, and you're an engineer, or?
Yeah, I'm with HRP, the construction company.
Talking to both of you, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Your name is?
I'm Chris.
Chris, and you're?
Jordan.
Jordan, thank you so much.
All
right, do you see it moving there? You see it moving there? Let's see it moving? Let's go get closer. If I go closer, you can see it inching along. Let's see. There, see it? Wow. Phenomenal. I'm almost out of breath. Trying to catch up with the end of the pipeline. It seems to have stopped, but I'm here talking with
Elizabeth Scott, the Deputy Project Director for the Wastewater Treatment Project.
So how are things going, and how do you see it ending up?
It's going very well. We've been planning for this day for quite some time. We started drilling the tunnel in July of 2017. We've been laying the pipe out on Niagara Street for the last 5 weeks, welding it up. Been incredibly grateful for the patience of the residents here. They've been very understanding as we complete this milestone, and today we started threading the pipe through the tunnel and making very good progress. You can see the pipe here.
Unbelievable progress.
Yeah, we're just past Oswego Street and opening that up for pedestrians.
Yeah. Do you know how it gets through the tunnel?
Yeah, so this morning there was 6 cranes and lots of side booms that positioned the front of the pipe into the tunnel, then gets connected to a drill stem, 15-inch drill stem, and that's actually already in the tunnel. It gets pulled from the other side, so from the McLaughlin Point side in Esquimalt. With there's a drilling rig there, hydro drilling rig, and that's pulling that stem through. You see the pipe stop every so often.
It's moving now.
It's moving.
It just moved a bit.
Moving,
yeah.
and
Look at that! It's moving. I can't believe it. Look at that. Aren't you excited?
It's incredibly exciting day. There's so many people that put a lot of work into today, and we're all very pleased to see this progress.
Fantastic. So congratulations. This is really an unbelievable accomplishment, and very lucky to run across you. Thank you so much.
Very nice to meet you.
Wow, and tell me about your feelings about this thing that's moving behind you.
I think it's just amazing. It's quite an engineering feat that we are witnessing here. It's amazing.
It's unprecedented, really.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm so glad to be part of it.
I did not believe that this thing would move, and yet right before our eyes, it's moving. Look at that, over your shoulder.
It's fairly steady, kind of ebbs and flows, but it's moving along. So.
And you say you live here?
I live in James Bay, yes.
Yeah, which is where I live. And what do you think of life in James Bay?
I think it is absolutely wonderful. I retired here about a year ago.
I retired here 12 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the prairies.
Right.
Anyway,
I'm from Ottawa. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good. Thank you for your comments.
Oh, no problem. Have a good day.
Some of the little gardens here in Victoria. Stuff is practically growing. Look at this. Way ahead of the rest of Canada, where you still have ice storms, bad weather. And I'm walking right along the pipeline, but right now the gardens are more interesting. Look at this. I mean, nothing has been planted, I don't think. This is just leftover from last year. Nice neighborhood here in James Bay. Love living here. Got all these nice little homes, which I mistakenly call Victorian homes, but they're just West Coast architecture. This is a beautiful view down here of the pipeline now. I gotta get this. I have Nance here, and Nance is part of a group called
Surf Rider. And Surf Rider has been in existence since the 80s.
Yes.
And it was started by, some surfers down in California. And they noticed that there was a lot of litter on the beaches. And what they wanted to do was they wanted to do grassroots action to clean up the beaches, but also work for protection of the ocean. Right. Surf Rider is behind many, many campaigns, and it was part of this.
You're definitely in favor of this pipeline.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, including the scientists at the University of Victoria, say it's a waste of money that the sucking action of the tides take the sewage out.
Well, I mean, that's debatable. I mean, really,
I would agree with you there.
Yeah, that's sort of that idea that, it just kind of takes it out. It doesn't really take it out. And even Washington State was really adamant that Victoria move on this and get the sewage treatment.
Too, right?
Yes, and get the sewage treatment plants up and running. So very happy about this. Yeah, even though it's outside of my front door, it's okay.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
Okay.
So, thank you, James Bay, Victoria. I guess the pipe got kind of turned around in the process, but that's what that says right there. Right there. This is about as close as I can get. You can see the pipeline really up high, right here. Niagara Harbor. You see the cranes across there. That is where McLaughlin Point is. That's where the sewage treatment plant is being constructed. So I'll zoom in on those cranes right there. That's McLaughlin Point. Here, let's see if I can get a peek in here. Into the ground. That's got to be the best shot going, because I got the end and where it goes into the ground. So that might be the end of the story, but knowing Lobo, it's never the end of the story. Let's go in closer, right there. What a project. Panoramic view of sorts. There's the construction site where the pipe is going out in the harbor. The ugly harbor right here. Around the hill you can catch the helipad that goes to Vancouver. In the background, the motor vessel BBC Tennessee, apparently transporting boats to the Galapagos Islands. So I end with some scenes of James Bay, the oldest residential neighborhood on the west coast of Canada. That is, even today, still speckled with Victorian and Edwardian heritage homes. All over James Bay, you see this hint of its historical character. And here, even some eclectic garden decorations that are not uncommon here. Well, maybe on second thought I should end with the fact that here in James Bay the grass in the wintertime looks like this, about as green as you can get. And yes, the ducks, they look very pretty at this time of the year. They're one of my favorite animals. Or maybe it's the peacocks we found this evening in Beacon Hill Park in our pre-supper walk. Third thought, I think I should end with Barbara, because she hasn't been in any of my vlogs because she's been working. So that's the end of the pipeline right there, with the water being pumped into it. And Barbara, stand right there. It's the first time you've seen it. What do you think of it?
Well, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool? What do you mean, is that pretty cool? Are you impressed?
Yeah.
Why are you impressed about this?
This big operation.
Yeah.
I did see it in the daytime.
Yeah.
Before it was moved.
Yeah. Biggest thing that ever happened in James Bay, huh?
Well, that's since we've lived here, for sure.
Since we've lived here, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I was able to show you this.
Yeah.
Since you worked all day.
Yeah.
So let's hear it for the pipeline.
Woohoo!
Yeah, great. So
I didn't miss the action.
Soon when we flush our toilets, it's not going to go where?
Into the Pacific Ocean.
Right, it's going to go here. It's a big improvement, eh?
Excellent.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's end it on that note. Bye.
Bye.
Before starting this week's vlog, I'd like to mention that it's been 2 years this week that my spouse Barbara succeeded in climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. I still remember the rush of adrenaline that I felt and the joy back in Victoria, British Columbia when I heard the news that she had succeeded. I'll leave a link at the end of this vlog to the playlist of her Kilimanjaro climb and the days she spent in Cape Town, South Africa. That's it. It's way too long, but that's it. And the next vlog will be in early May from Detroit, America's great comeback city. vlog number, might be up to 24 now, coming up. Thank you.